Louisiana beer reviews. Sprecher Special Amber Vienna style lager. This beer was introduced in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 1985 by the Sprecher Brewing Company, which was established that year. It's their flagship beer. This came out a year before Abita Brewing was started in Louisiana, and Abita Amber is their flagship beer, so interesting there. 5.4% alcohol. Oh, I'm sorry, Glendale, Wisconsin. That must be a suburb of Milwaukee. This is 22 international bitterness units, so slightly more hoppy than a regular lager. They use caramel, Cara, Vienna, Munich, and pale barley malts. Cascade, Mount Hood hops are the hops used. It gets a good rating on Beer Advocate, although the bros say it's outstanding, their second highest possible score. 63 out of 100 on rate beer, not too great, but a 96 out of 100 for the style. So in the style, this subcategory of lager, they really like it. So this was sent to me, and I received it this morning at 8:40 in the morning. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, but I received this from Brad in Wisconsin, unnamed, not an unknown town, but an unnamed town, and I really appreciate it, Brad. That's all I'll say about that. This was sent to me through a, it was sent to me. Okay, anyway, I had to let it cool, put it in the, ooh, look at that smoke. I had to put it in the fridge. Couldn't just drink it warm, so I figured by after about 7 hours it should be all right. Okay, thick, cream-colored head, and the appearance is, well, clear, bubbly, and amber. And there's some little particles floating around, but that's not too uncommon. Let's go with the aroma. Oh, and one other thing I like is that it's a brown, well, two other things. It's a brown bottle, and it's a 16 ounce, a pint bottle, not just a 12 ounce. The aroma is, the aroma's not too strong, but it's, you get some, really just a standard lager beer aroma, not that different from a Abita Amber, by the way, and maybe a little bit of caramel, but really just regular old American style lager beer. Anyway, let's go with the taste. Now the flavor sure isn't like any regular old American beer. Interesting, this came out in 1985, same year that Samuel Adams Boston Lager came out. And this is not extraordinarily different from that. You get bready barley malt, you get white bread crust, you get a slight bitterness, more than slight. You get an elevated bitterness. Maybe a little toffee. Maybe. The mouthfeel is light to medium. It's not just totally watery and light. And look at that. Look at that lacing. And the finish is crisp, clean, refreshing, dry. How many hundreds of times have I said that? Like a lager should be. And the drinkability is astronomical. I really like this beer. It's better than Abita Amber. It seemed like Abita Amber when it first came out, or when I first started trying it in 1996, it had a fuller flavor, and it's like they watered it down for the mass market. Now you might say, well, your palate changed, you got used to craft beers and whatnot. But that can't be the case, because I was drinking craft beers from the get-go, from the day I started, really almost from the day I started drinking beer in February 1996 at age 27. I was doing craft beer and macro beers interchangeably, so it can't be a palate change. And I never had to get used to really. I never really had to get used to craft beers, so I think a beta just watered down the taste, but could be wrong. But this thing here, I don't think they mess with this recipe. It's just full flavored. It's sweet. It's got that bread crust. It's got that bitterness. I know it was out in the heat. It's like 96 degrees outside, but it may not have been in the heat that much. But it didn't damage it. It tastes great. Oh man, it's so hot outside, and I was thirsty, and this is just. And I like the screw cap. I'm not a home brewer, so I don't need to save it. Oh, this is great. I see what the bros are talking about with the outstanding. I'm going to go along with that. Podna. I'm going to give it, oh, definitely. This is one of the best lagers I've ever had. I see why it's still going after all those years. Mm. It's an A+. It's not perfect, but it's not far from. It's not very far from perfect. It's close to perfect. I mean, I don't see really what they could do to improve it. So for what it is, maybe it is perfect. But the lowest I could give would be an outstanding A+ score. So thank you, Brad from Wisconsin. This is a winner all the way, baby. So if you ever see it, I beg you to buy it and try it. I really beg you. If you're a beer fan and you don't try this beer, I would question if you really were a beer fan that you're claiming to be. Nice looking bottle, cool label. Excuse me. It was sent to me. What a gift. What a gift. So, Les Bon Temps Roulé. Oh man. Can you imagine with a big old hamburger? Look at that head, the way it's breaking up like it is. Oh, this is. Hey, I was looking at their website. They got all kind of stuff that they produce. Keep up the good work. A Sprecher, awesome. What could be a better hobby than drinking beer all the time? Y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.